Greetings everyone, Spartan here, coach of the Ontario Meloetta, and this is going to be my draft analysis for YCL, this is the Wi-Fi League, Season 4? Yeah, so this league is technically not really like a upload required, but I still want to upload something regardless, so here I am. So this is going to be a pretty interesting league and a pretty interesting team that I drafted. Before we go into that, those details, I'll discuss what about the whole draft. So, it's a 12-man league, and it consists of using 90 points to get through a team of up to, I think, 12? Let me double check. Professionalism? No, yeah, 10 to 12 Pokemon. And Pokemon that are worth like 6 points and below can be Terra'd, but and they can be open Terra, so you have to like let them know, hey, I'm gonna be Terra'd into this. But it is restricted because you can only use 9 points to pick your Terra captains. So I was, I think, third. Yeah, I think it was third in the draft. It was like, oh man, it's a good position. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I got sniped like a lot. Like this is probably the most I have been sniped in a while. So bear in mind with the team that you're about to see. So I'm revealing the team in 3, 2, 1. Okay, there we go. So yeah, this is the team. You got Sneasler, Latios, Donphan, Orthworm, Lapras, Whimsicott, Skeledirge, Electivire, Umbreon, Cramorant, and Furret, with Lapras, Cramorant, and Furret being Terra captains. So let's just go down very quick with like the whole idea of the team. So like the first pick, I kind of want to use Sneasler. I had the option of going for Iron Valiant. Like it was like there. I was like, I could go for Iron Valiant, but I was like, nah. Let me try it with Sneasler. And I wanted to pair up with something like really good in special attack offense, and I decided with Latios, which I think is a good offensive pair. Like they have really good speed. They both have really respectable offensive pressure, which is good. Good start. Everything else starts falling apart after that. So I really wanted Iron Treads. Unfortunately, I think Abomination drafted it, so I had to go with good old reliable Donphan. And this is where everything started to fall apart. I was like, okay, now I need a steel type, a reliable steel type. I gotta go with my go-to Orthworm because honestly because of the ability Earth Eater. With it, it just makes its usability so much easier. But then after that, like I was trying to figure out the fairy type, a grass type, because also around this time I wanted to get Arboliva. It got picked like round 3. I was like, there's no way you just picked up Arboliva round 3. And then I was like, yeah, I mean, I can understand because it's like a really good Terra captain, which I'm surprised it's not any higher to avoid it being Terra captain, because Arboliva is really good as a Terra captain. Without it, it's still good, but I really needed that, so I had to like improvise, make changes, and then I ended up grabbing Whimsicott for fairy type, and then I also grabbed Lapras because I was like, since everyone's already getting their early Terra captains, I really want to use Lapras again, because I did use Lapras in a league that I took a team over, and it had Lapras, and I did drop it, but when I did use it the time beforehand, it was actually pretty fun. So we'll see. Well, maybe the gems are meant to be mean like, oh, it's Terra, so just keep that in mind. So I was like, okay, I need something else. I definitely need like a good ghost type, and I was like, maybe I should get a good ghost fire type. At this time, Hisuian Typhlosion was taken. At the same time, who was the other one? Chandelure. I was actually looking at Chandelure to get. That one also got picked up, and I was like, good, okay, cool. What are the other fire ghost types that isn't Alola Marowak? And there were two. Ceruledge, which I have used. It is good, but I don't know if I want to use it. And then there was Skeldurge, and I ended up picking up Skeldurge basically for the unaware usage and like just good overall moves. Just relatively a good starter. And then I was like, okay, my last two picks, I was probably last few picks. It's like, okay, I need to figure out what to do. There were many alternatives I could have went with. One was to go for a high pointed Thundurus and then go for like low point like coverage in terms of types. I was like, nah. And then I was like, nah, let's give Electivire a chance. I was like, okay, at this point, I wanted to use Electivire as my initial Terra Captain with Lapras. And I was like, okay, let me get two more Pokemon that can get the types. I was gonna get the first plan was to get a what was it? What was that mon? Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz and then like a normal type, and I was like, nah, I've used Mandibuzz one too many times. Let's give Mandibuzz a break. Let's go with something else. And I saw Braviary. I'm like, okay, let me get Braviary. I was like, but I don't want to leave my dark type out, so I went in and picked up Umbreon in place of instead of getting Mandibuzz, because no one wants to deal with Mandibuzz, but at the same time, no one wants to deal with Umbreon. But I need a really good dark type wall, so Umbreon was the choice. Right before he got to me, once he got sniped again, I was like, I was in shambles. Like, outside, I was like, oh, it was okay, no big deal. But inside, I was like, oh my god, I don't know what to do now. So, I picked up two stragglers, Cramorant and Furret. This gives me an opportunity to give me 3 Terra Captains, which is nice. But it kind of ruined everything else that I wanted to do. I really wanted Electivire because I think Electivire as a Terra Captain is fantastic. But especially in Terra, in a draft league with like limited Terra options, like I think Electivire is great. But unfortunately, that's not the case, so I have to stick with what I have. Overall, it's not bad. It's not great. Will I change things up? We'll see. I might give up Donphan for like a cheaper Rapid Spinner because I'm gonna be real. I've used Donphan too many times, and I got after using Great Tusk, I kind of got spoiled. I got spoiled because I used Great Tusk a lot more than Donphan, and now I'm like, I gotta go for either Great Tusk or Iron Treads because I still never tried Iron Treads yet. But yeah, it is what it is. I don't think I hate the team. I think that it's very, what's the good word? Lackluster in strength. And it's like, wait, really? What's wrong with your team? You got Latios and Sneasler. That's the problem. Latios and Sneasler are pretty much my hard hitters. I mean, don't get me wrong, Donphan can do some damage, but it's always gets stuck in the supportive role, so I can't like leeway from that. And then like everyone else is like not sweeping. Like, I could probably do something with Skeldurge and Electivire because they're still good in their own right for being, like, good offensively. But, like, everything else is just so weak. Like, a lot of the offenses don't go past base 85. Like, it's kind of sad. So I don't know. I have no idea what to do with this team. I mean, probably do work with Lapras for sure, but I don't know. We'll see in the next coming weeks if things aren't going well, or I have things in mind to replace and change things up, because I don't know what to do. But yeah, this is my team. I'm gonna go with it. We'll see how it goes. I don't know what to tell. I don't know what to say. Like, Sneasler and Latios are going to be my carries. But yeah, that's it for me here. Thank everyone for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Okay, sorry. One last thing to mention before I go. Another thing that I had a problem with the whole team is speed. Like, look at that. Look! I'm speed stuck at 60. Like, sure, everything else is pretty fast, but then it's like, how am I supposed to deal with this? Anyways, that's all I have to say. Team's okay. We'll make it work. If not, we'll see changes, hopefully, before week 4. That's it for me. Thank you everyone for watching. Take care, everyone.